So welcome. Thank you so much for joining me and watching today. Today's practice, I want to focus on the concept of intention. And the idea is that as we move, we don't want to lose our connection to heart or spirit. And may we use the practice to start to bring intention into our actions. So let's begin. Sit up tall, take your shoulders back, close your eyes, and just pause. As we pause, we start to get into the stillness of the inner body, and then we start to listen more carefully to the heart. Bring your hands together in prayer pose at your heart center. Bow your head to your heart. Release your hands, lift your head, open your eyes. Fantastic. Come to standing at the front of your mat in Tadasana. And as you stand, just take your feet hip distance apart, just center of the ankles underneath the hip joint. Point the toes forward. Check the heels, make sure they're pointing straight back. Float your arms forward and up and reach for the sky. And we'll just take a couple of moments to expand the breath here. As you start to increase the fluidity of the breath, the body will naturally start to open to accommodate the breath. You can take the arms just a little bit further back to open up the front of the chest. Bring your hands to your heart center, bow forward, and release your fingertips to the floor. So once you bow in, start to make your legs strong and straight. On the next breath, lift and open the chest, half stretch forward, Ardha Uttanasana, and then fold in. Take your hands to your hips, take your shoulders back with an open chest, rise to stand. Float the arms forward, take the arms up, and then start to take the arms back. Make your legs just a little bit more strong, a little bit stronger, and then as you root down through the legs, stretch up and out through the arms. Bring your hands to your heart center, bow forward, release your fingertips to the floor. Lift and open your chest, half stretch, and fold in. Take your hands to your hips, take your shoulders back with an open chest, rise. Float the arms forward, take the arms up, take the arms back. Super strong legs, start to explore the space behind you just a little bit more. Bring your hands to your heart center, bow forward, release your fingertips to the floor. On your next breath, lift and open the chest, half stretch forward, and then we're going to step to plank pose. As we step to plank pose, set the shoulders directly above the wrists, and you just want to make sure that the hands are separated enough to accommodate the space of the chest as we're going to lower down in a second. Glance back at the feet, make sure the feet are hip distance apart, and then open through the chest. We're going to lower to the earth for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toes straight back, lift the chest up and forward for cobra pose. As you come into cobra pose, really use the inner edges of the hands to bring power into the arms, and we're going to intentionally use that power to open up the space of the heart. Reset the feet, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. As you come into dog pose, from the back of the heart, push out through the arms, and that stretching energy you're going to carry out through your legs and down through your heels. Step forward to meet your hands, Uttanasana, forward fold, feet hip distance apart. Lift and open your chest, half stretch forward, and then fold in. Take your hands to your hips, take your shoulders back with an open chest, rise to stand. Same breath, float the arms overhead, take the arms back, lean back, and then start to stretch back nice and sweet. Bring your hands to your heart center, bow forward, release your hands to the floor, Uttanasana, forward fold. Lift and open the chest, half stretch forward, step to plank pose. As soon as you step back, you again check the foundation, hands and feet, just to make sure that the intention is being manifested. Open through the chest. We're going to lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toes. Take the shoulders back. Lift the chest up and forward for cobra pose. Reset the feet. Push back. Downward facing dog. This next one, bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Move them forward slightly. Bend the knees, look forward, and with a light hop, step or jump to meet the hands. Lift and open the chest, half stretch forward, and fold in. Take your hands to your hips, take your shoulders back, rise to stand. Same breath, arms overhead, take the arms back, lean back, stretch back, come back to center, release your hands to the floor, Uttanasana. Lift and open the heart, and step to plank pose. From plank pose, get steady and strong in the arms and legs. Open through the heart. We're going to lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, I know I'm counting slower, all the way down. Point the toes back, lift the chest up and forward for cobra pose. Reset the feet, push back, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward to meet your hands. Come onto fingertips. And you just check to make sure that the feet are still aligned, hip distance apart, and that the front knee is over the front ankle. And the intention here is to maintain this knee to ankle alignment as we rise and bring our hands to our hips. And it may take a little bit of effort to keep the legs steady and the alignment intact. That's our work. Float the arms overhead, full stretch crescent pose. And this is stage 1, full crescent. Then we're going to go into a twist. Bring your hands to your heart center. And with control, we're going to take the twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee, and then open the heart. And you continue to use the power of the legs to create buoyancy in the heart. Now get super strong in your legs. This part is tough. You're going to come back to crescent pose. Stretch the arms overhead. Here's where the legs burn. This is where they shake. This is also where we start to lose alignment. Good. Step to plank pose. Steady and strong in the arms. Steady and strong in the legs. We're going to lower halfway down for 3, 2, 1. Untuck the feet. Straighten the arms. Upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Good. Downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. Let's do the second side. Step the left foot forward. Come onto your fingertips. And a quick glance at that foundation. Are we manifesting what we intend to manifest? Is it coming out in the world? Rise, bring your hands to your hips. As you settle into that front leg, keep the heart open. Float the arms overhead, full crescent. Bring your hands to prayer. And just like the other side, we use our power to create lightness. Once we take the twist, get back into the power in the legs to get the heart open and free. And that's a bigger question. How do we use our power to create more freedom, more lightness, more space? Get strong in your legs. We're coming back to crescent. Arms overhead, full stretch. For this last one, you can lean back just a little bit, give yourself a little bit more of a challenge. Step to plank pose. Steady and strong in the arms, steady and strong in the legs, but get free and spacious in the heart. We're going to lower down for 3, 2, 1. Upward facing dog. Up dog, try to get the arm bones vertical while taking the shoulders back. Good. Reset the feet, push back, dog pose. Cool. Let's do a Parsvakonasana, right side. Step the right foot forward in the middle of the mat. Spin the back heel flat and align the front heel with the arch of the back foot. We're going to keep the front right arm on the outside of the right leg. Take the left hand to the hip, open the chest towards the side wall. Stretch the left arm overhead, palm face down. Now really tune into the power of the legs. You'll know if you're using your legs because your right hand will feel like it can lift off the floor, which we will do in a second. The intention here is keep that front knee exactly where it is, and we're going to rise to warrior 2. And this is where it starts to burn. This is where the legs shake. This is where the knee wants to move. Hold it steady. That's the practice. It's intense, I know. Sweeten the breath. Yeah, good enough. Step to plank pose. Great job. Again, this plank pose, we're not going to lower down. We're just going to hold. Set the shoulders above the wrist. Ground through the legs and feet, and just open through the heart. Now the goal here is just to create stillness. We mentioned at the beginning, we got still, we closed the eyes in order to listen to the sound of the heart, the sound of the spirit. we're constantly moving and distracted, it's hard to hear. Okay, I'll stop talking. Downward facing dog. Left side. Step the left foot forward. Spin the right foot flat. Come onto fingertips. So line that front heel with the arch of the back foot. Keep the left hand on the outside of the left leg. Take the right hand to the hip. Stretch your right arm overhead, palm face down. And then use the power of the legs to get a little bit light on that left arm. We're going to keep the front leg exactly where it is. Rise, warrior two. And it's going to burn right there, I know. Starts to tremble, starts to shake. It's just your body getting stronger. Steady yourself into that front leg. Keep the arms buoyant and the breath sweet. Great work. Step to plank pose. Strong arms. Strong legs. Super sweet heart. Nice and sweet breath. We're almost there. Push back to dog pose. Bring your knees to the floor. And we're going to sit back in child's pose for just a few rounds of breath. Take your hands to your hips, take your shoulders back, and with an open heart, rise to Vajrasana. Cool, we'll do a little breath work as we round out the practice. Just come into a seated position, and you can come into Sukhasana, which is just shins on top of the ankles, or Siddhasana, which I like to sit in. And rest your palms face up, take your shoulders back, and we'll do one round of cleansing breath, and then we're going to get into some pranayama, some breath practice. So when we start doing that, I'm going to count for 5 on the inhale, and then we're going to exhale for 10. One cleansing breath. Take a sweet inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Just close your eyes and let everything settle. One more time like that. Inhale in and exhale out. Close your lips. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale from your nose for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. On the next inhale, take a full inhale in. And exhale through your mouth. And just keep your eyes closed. We'll sit for a few moments in stillness. And to the best of your ability, try to keep your body from fidgeting or moving. And so you start to settle deeper into the space within you that is quiet, still, and peaceful. Very sweetly, start to bring your hands to prayer pose at your heart center. And this connection to the heart is at the very essence of our practice. Bow your head to your heart. And when we soften our mind into the space of the heart, so that mind and heart start to work together. Thank you so much for your practice today, and thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Have a beautiful day and an amazing week. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening and watching. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, live your truth. Love you. Bye-bye.